thank you so much for the crepe recipe, because now I know how to make crepes. I already knew before, but now I know how to make them a little bit more French. So for that, I'm going to show you how to make guacamole, because when you came here, you were asking me about guacamole, right?
Yeah.
So.
And actually, I already have a question. Why do you keep your pits in the inside while making? Yeah, in the bowl.
That's a great question, young man. You know, it's one of those things. It's like if you go online and you Google it, some chefs keep the pits in the guacamole to keep the guacamole greener. Some don't believe in it. I happen to believe in it. As you saw, when we cleaned all of the avocados, you see how green the avocado stood?
Yeah.
I believe it's from the pits. Here we have about 15 avocados that were cleaned, and then I just chopped them, rough chopped them like this. I love those stone bowls that sometimes people use to make guacamole. Did you ever see that in Mexico when they use the stone bowl?
No.
That's really the way to do it. But I want to show you something really quick. For the chips, I like to use wontons. So I'm going to have you make these wontons. And all they are wonton wrappers from the supermarket. And you basically get a little bit of vegetable oil. And you put them in the frying oil just like that, and you let them get a little bit golden brown around the edges, just like that. You see them starting to turn golden brown.
Yeah.
And then you flip them like this, and you don't want them to get too dark. You want them to stay kind of like this golden brown is what you're after. And normally you'll see the bubbles inside. That'll tell you when it stops bubbling that they're ready to be turned. But these are another option instead of a corn chip that you can use for guacamole. How do you feel about this?
I'm excited to try to do it, but can you use every kind of oil to make your tortillas chips?
I like to use vegetable oil or canola oil because it's lighter. You don't want to use a heavy oil because then they'll become super greasy and heavy, and when you eat them, they'll be very heavy on your tongue with a heavier oil. So you want to use a light cooking oil. This is just pure light vegetable oil that I'm using. But this is your job. You're going to be making these chips as I show you the guacamole.
Okay.
You feel okay with that?
Yeah. Can I try them?
Yeah, try it.
Oh, that's so much better than the one you buy at the
than a corn tortilla chip. They're lighter, right? Now imagine this beautiful guacamole on top of that. That's the goal. Okay. So you're going to be chip man today as I show you about guacamole, all right? And I rough chop them just so all the halves that we use of the avocado are being chopped up rough. I only have avocado in here, that's it. To that, I add, so this is like for a Super Bowl party. You know what the Super Bowl is?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so this is like what you're gonna make for your next Super Bowl party.
Okay.
So I've got about 1 large red onion that I'm gonna add to this. I like using red onion because of the color. And they're a little bit sweeter. And then I add to all of this, believe it or not, I add about a tablespoon of black pepper to this, about a tablespoon of good quality chili powder, okay? And then my secret ingredient is the cilantro. Some people like it, some people don't. I say if you don't like cilantro, I don't like you. Do you like cilantro?
I love cilantro.
Perfect.
I mean, now I love it.
See, perfect. And as far as the salt, he's smart, this guy. As far as the salt, I like to add about 4 really nice pinches here. It's about 3 tablespoons. And then I'll adjust it a little bit later. But the cilantro, this is about, I would say this is a cup of cilantro, fresh cilantro. And then the lime juice as well is important. But I add to this, I roasted my jalapeno pepper. So this is 2 small jalapeno peppers roasted and peeled. Go ahead, question.
Jamie, I have a question. Yeah.
Go.
I know that Mexican people like spicy food. Do you make your guacamole super spicy?
I don't. You can add a squirt of sriracha in it if you want. You know sriracha?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's that red that red sauce. It's like a chili paste. I'll introduce it to you. It's
Okay.
Korean.
Okay.
But you can add some spice to this. You can add, even today, thank you for asking me that. Because you said it, there's nothing wrong with it. You can add a pinch of chili flake. Just a pinch of chili flake to that to give it a little kick. You know, a small little kick like that.
Little cake. Okay.
Or you can get a really nice hot small pepper that's dry and add it in. That's fine to do. And then in here I'm going to add about, I don't know, let's see. I feel like this is a half a cup of lime juice. We're going to try a cup and a half at first just to see what it looks like or tastes like. And then you're going to mix it. Or I'm going to mix it. Do they have guacamole in Paris?
We do have guacamole, but you know we are not like you are like close to like the Mexican border, so you probably have more guacamole here.
Well, we probably have more Mexican restaurants. Well, guacamole is one of those things that, you know, has come from the Mexican culture, but it's been really adapted into American cuisine. So you'll find it on like brunch menus. A lot of people use it on like an avocado toast type of thing, you know? But do you see how in the guacamole, by keeping it chunky, you still see some of those chunks in there of avocado?
Yeah.
That's how my guacamole is. A lot of people like it really creamy,
Okay.
and they really work in the avocado and chop it up really small. I don't particularly like that. I like to have chunks of avocado in mine. So I just kind of work it in. And then before I serve it, I'll take out the pits. Or if I'm going to keep it in my refrigerator, I'll leave the pits. So I'm going to taste this. Another half a cup of lime juice. I particularly like my guacamole to be limey. I love lime. So did you know that most people don't know that limes don't have seeds? Did you know that?
I didn't even pay attention.
Did you guys know that?
No.
Interesting. I'm going to clean my spoon. I'm going to taste it again. Now this is enough guacamole for the whole neighborhood.
And so when do you remove your pits?
When I'm serving it,
Yeah.
if I'm putting it in a bowl, I'll take out the pits. Needs a little pinch of salt, just a little one. Again, this is one of the things that you make your own. I'm going to show you something very interesting that I do for the holidays. Are you ready? Are you ready? Something to change up your guacamole game for the holidays. Hold. I'm going to go into my Viking 7 Series refrigerator that I love. And I'm going to pull out. Yes, I'm doing this.
Pomegranate?
Yes, pomegranate.
That's hard to pronounce actually.
Say it again.
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate. Here is a great little holiday tip, and I want you to try something really interesting. Look at this. It's like ready for the holidays, guys. Everybody will think that you're amazing when they taste this. Doesn't that look so Christmassy?
It looks cool, but I don't know if it will taste good.
Okay, well, you're going to be the judge. Okay, here we go, guys. Duncan's going to like out me here if it's bad. And I really want to know the truth.
So, okay, I'm the one trying that. Okay.
You are the one. Go for it.
Actually, it's surprisingly good. Surprisingly. Can I say that?
Surprisingly good.
Yeah, yeah. Does it make sense to say that?
Of course it makes sense to
Okay.
say that. It's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
So, here in the Viking showroom, right? Special,
yeah.
right?
No, c'est super good.
Are you going to bring that back to France, that recipe?
Probably. I'm gonna steal your recipe.
That's
Jamie.
fine, that's fine. You can do that. So, guys, when you're making your guacamole, remember, take your pits out when you're about to serve it. If you want to make it more festive, add a little bit of pomegranate. It's delicious. You can grill some chicken or some steak, put a big heaping tablespoon over the top, make your own chips out of wontons, and that's how we make guacamole here in the Viking La Cornue showroom at Merchandise Mart. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays. Sorry, I'm still eating your. It's just so good. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize for something good, right? Happy holidays, guys.